Well, welcome back to Cooking Bad with Dad. And today we are going to make some of my favorite uh, chocolate uh, candy. Okay, making the fudge that I like. I used to make it for the kids and quote the kids. And we had to use 3 cups of sugar, 3/4 cups of cocoa, and um, I think it's a 1/2 cup of milk. I was digging through my recipes and I finally came across it. It's 1.5 cups of milk. So, and then 1/2 cube of butter. That's after you mix everything and cook it to that temperature. So let's go ahead and get started here. 1, 2. This is definitely not dietary chocolate. Now cocoa. Where'd my cocoa go? Oh, I found the cocoa. And now let's get the 3/4, 2/3 cups of cocoa. 1, 2/3. 1.5 cups of milk. 1.5. Okay, that is pretty much it. Now we just start heating it up and mixing it on about a medium-low heat. We gotta get a wood stick. It'll work. Now let's see. Get this all stirred together. You have to be really careful because your cocoa is really light and it'll just come flopping out at you. So you mix real slow until you get it all incorporated together. And then once it gets mixed really well, and then it starts heating up, and we bring it up to 236 degrees. And then when it's that temperature, that's when we take the heat off. Ah, looking good. Bringing back old-time memories. It's all mixed together now. All we got to do is bring it up to temperature, and then we'll add the butter and maybe a little lard. Let's check. Oh yeah, I got plenty of it. Just kidding. Now this one here, you have to stir it regularly, otherwise your cocoa and stuff can burn on the bottom of the pan. So it's really important to keep stirring it till it comes to temp. Well, this here, when it starts to boil, it's going to want to boil over. So you have to turn the heat down and keep it from boiling over, and then monitor your temp, and then slowly bring the heat back up again. And after a while, you'll finally get it to that 236 degrees, and that's when you pull the heat off. The big problem is trying to prevent it from boiling over. While Hans is working on keeping it stirring, I'm going to go ahead and grease this pan with butter. Thank you, Hans, for keeping the thing boiling or mixing while I was working on the butter. (218 degrees, isn't it? Well, 18 more degrees and we'll be done. Yeah, you have to watch this thing. It wants to boil over on you. Well, that temperature is climbing. Yeah, you got to cook this thing for quite a while. It's not something I do every day because it takes a while. Now we're at 236 degrees, and I'm going to take the heat off. and then let it come to cool down a little bit. Then we'll add the butter. This is loaded with good stuff. Butter, sugar, cocoa, milk. It's loaded with good stuff. Everything that I'm probably not supposed to eat. Yeah, oh yeah, we added some marshmallows just for the heck of it. The marshmallows kind of pushed off to one side. You let this set until it cools, and it'll harden up. It just sets in probably about a half hour. You'll be able to cut it in the chunks. Here's our fudge. Yes, it looks really good. I'm gonna run a knife through it, and then when it gets hard, we'll eat it. But I guess I'm just gonna have to let you know how good it was. It ain't quite hard yet. It's good. We'll see you again with the next episode of Cooking Bad with Dad. See you later.